Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today, as you saw by the title, we're gonna be stripping the go-kart, that is. So obviously something off the bat that you guys are gonna notice, the video and audio quality may seem a lot different, and that is because I'm recording on the GoPro today. Right now I'm outside, it is absolutely freezing, like this freezing. Yeah, it's cold. The first thing I would definitely say we need to do, get this bad Larry up on something. The cart is super heavy on the right side because the engine's not behind it, it's on the side. Which, I mean, I'd kind of prefer it to be in the back, but whatever. Live axle, we can't complain. I think first thing's gonna be first. Let's get these tires off because I know how to do that. One thing I will say most definitely, I've learned this from a couple people on YouTube. Always take pictures of anything you're taking off. If you don't know what you're doing, I'm gonna take so many pictures right now because I don't wanna not remember how to put this thing back together, you know? So yeah, let's get these tires off. This is gonna take way too long if I record this whole thing, and I don't want my whole SD card to get fried, so let me just do a little like editing magic. So I guess next we'll attempt the engine because I have a feeling this is gonna be the most difficult part. We got a lot of fuel lines through here. I've never had a go-kart before, so I'm kind of confuzzled. Whoa, the whole thing just rocked. Kind of confuzzled on how this like throttle system works. I don't know how I'm gonna take that off, or maybe if I do take it off, I'm just gonna leave it like attached. I'll probably just leave it attached. There's two bolts in the back that are like kind of just like keeping the engine in place. You can see they honestly like kind of messed up the engine with that a little bit, but I guess that's all right. And then you just have your basic bolt and a nut. You got two in the back, and then you got two up front right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the engine off, and then hopefully she just comes off with these. Okay, so as of right now, the engine should be completely free to just come off. So let's see, I guess. Come here. Yep, that's good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Engine fully off. Dang, whoever did this did some wicked fabrications. Look at this one. That is wild. Wow. At least I know I can move the engine up more though, because the chain was kind of a little loose. Definitely needed to be tightened a bit. We're gonna come around here to the back. I've never had a kart that the gas tank ran like to a different thing. Obviously, if we come take a look over here, the good old 224 sitting over here. She currently has no chain because, yeah. But yeah, I've never had an engine that doesn't have a tank just right on top. So when I was just looking around the other day, to my assumption, this little switch right here, if we come underneath and take a look, if I flip this down, theoretically, if the cart runs with this up, then I would assume that this down would be to cut off the gas from coming out of the tank. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the front two wheels off first because I know that's gonna be easier to do. All I need to do is take this pin out of here and then
unscrew the bolt, and then unscrew the Allen keys. Simple as that.
Pin came out just like that. This bolt's actually loose to the touch though. That's coming off with ease. I don't even know if I need the sockets if the other one comes off that easy. But if I'm not mistaken, this wheel should just as easy as that. Bloop. And there we go. All 4 wheels completely off. What I'm gonna do next is basically, let me think about this. What am I gonna
What the hell? Oh my God.
do next? So I think the next thing that should be done, disconnect this gas line from the tank to the engine. But, because then the engine, oh no, it won't be free because I still have the throttle. But for now, let's take that off. I'm definitely gonna dump gas while doing this, so let me find a bucket or something real quick so I don't get it all over the floor. Alright, I got this bucket right here. Hopefully I could be quick enough and get it into the bucket. Ah!
Bruh.
Oh, it's pouring out, wait. Okay, I was wrong. It was the other way around. The fuel line that I showed you before was the other way around. Wait, so was I riding it with the gas off the whole time? What the hell? That can't be good. Let's cut all these zip ties off here and then drain the rest of what's in there into there. Next, let's go ahead and figure out how to take this off, which actually seems extremely simple. It looks like I just unscrew these a little bit and then that'll pull out, and then it looks like I just unscrew this bolt and then that'll come off. So now we should just be able to push that out just like that, just like I thought. But what it looks like we have to do next is unscrew one of these bolts, and then this should just pop out, and then that's our whole throttle system to the engine. So let's see, maybe this is a 10 mil and it could just be easy for us.
Bruh.
Of course not, why would it ever be? Boom, 12 it is. So we'll go ahead down here and loosen that. Shouldn't need to do it any more than that, yep. Pops right off. And boom, now we have our engine fully detached. It's like actually so weird to see it like this. I think next thing's next. Probably pedals. I'll take that pedal off the throttle and then we'll come over here and we will figure out how to get this off. I'm gonna have to take these off first, but that should just be easy. It looks like just one Allen key, and then looks like it unclamps and should just slide off. The front one's quite literally just slid off, so everything's almost completely off of it. So once it's just the frame, we can sand it down in any spots that need it, clean it up, make sure there's no blemishes, nothing gonna chip off, and then we'll hit it with primer and then hit it with some paint.
Okay, so I did unscrew the Allen bolt, but I just noticed they do have a piece to hold them on right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and smack that out.
We have movement. And basically that's what held this on.
Now we have that off, and we have to figure out a way to get that key out of there. But first, let's repeat the process on this side.
Oh wow, this one has a longer pin than the other one did, but alright, sorry for the change in video and audio quality, but the GoPro died and I've been messing with this. I got the brake caliper itself, which is looking battle wounded like a mofo. I got it detached from there. Where did I put it? Got the brake disc in there with the pin that was in the brake disc. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I'm like 3 or 4 hammer taps away from this back axle being off, I think. So let me see. Oh my god, chat. Oh my god, I did it. Let's go. The cart with no back axle actually is wild now. The one thing I can say that's definitely scared me, and the only thing that's scared me so far about not knowing how to put it back on, is definitely that back axle. That thing is so sketchy, or like weird at least, to my like knowledge, because I don't know anything about go-karts really. But I guess I figured it out because it's not on there anymore. Next mission, I'm going to take the gas tank off. So I might have just made a seriously bad I don't think that's supposed to do that. It's currently the next day, and I did some farming off camera. Let me show you what I mean. I got all of the parts fully off the go-kart. I got this cardboard box down. I taped up the little holes so I didn't get no spray paint on the floor. Taped up the threads on the, I honestly don't know what the name of them is, the piece that goes on those. And then I taped up the wheel, taped up the threads on the pedals. Other than that though, cue the spray paint montage. And we have made it to Home Depot. Back home we go. Yeah, we're back again. I definitely did not have enough primer. I thought I had way more. So, now we gotta go get more. Alright, this is exactly what we need. Let's get out of here. Hopefully I don't have to come back. And there we go. Finished the first layer of primer. Obviously, doesn't look amazing. That's because we're doing 2 layers. We did a light layer to start, and then we're gonna do a second layer just to basically confirm that we have a nice, smooth paint job across the whole thing. make sure everything's good and covered, and then we can go in and slap some color in there. For now, we're gonna let that dry, and we're gonna paint these parts.
Bruh.
I forgot to press record. But basically, painted these parts. I got the pedals fully painted, steering wheel painted all the way around, the swingers for the wheels, whatever the hell they're called, got those painted. Now it's just time to let everything dry. We'll come back in the morning and do layer 2, because I forgot to mention it is kind of like 10 o'clock at night. It's the next morning and the frame is fully dry. It dried all the way overnight and it's looking really good. I don't want to bore you guys with another paint montage, so I'm just gonna do the second layer and I'll show you guys when it's done. So insert a sick transition now.
Crazy kids all like the bitch dancer. Let 'em in.
Yeah, so the frame is fully done with layer 2. But yeah, basically now it's just a lot of waiting games. So we're gonna let this dry again, and then when it's fully dry, probably tomorrow or something, because it's so cold out, we'll flip it over and do the other side. So see you then. It's been a full 24 hours since we did a second coat on the kart. I wasn't kidding when I said it was cold. We quite literally got some snow last night. But let's go see how the kart's looking. All right, it's not looking bad at all. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this or not, but I kind of started to paint the hub things for the wheels. Yeah. I'm gonna do the best of my ability to carefully flip the kart over so that it's on its other side without scratching any of the paint on it. Hopefully I can do that. I got both of these fully done and primered, so those are ready for color. Are you kidding me? I can't even like try to start talking.
Bruh.
What the f? Whatever. Cue the spray paint montage. So the first layer on the bottom is done. Not gonna lie, this project so far costing me so much. I did the whole bottom with a very, very light layer because like I said, I didn't have a lot. I just wanted to make sure I got most of it. But for now, I did do the other side of the steering wheel, got a light layer on there. I did the other side of the pedals. I turned the hub things over and I'm gonna do those when I get more. These are done for now. And that's about it. So I'll see you guys whenever the next update is. It's been another 24 hours and it is a freezing December morning. Other than that, I'm gonna start hitting it with the purple. I don't want to bore you guys too much with just spray painting the whole time. So I think what I'm gonna do is just paint the parts purple that need to be painted purple, do a quick little montage, and then we're just gonna skip till every part's painted and done. So let's get into that. And there we have it. All the other parts are painted purple. Steering wheel, pedals. We got the majority of everything on the edges painted. Painted the whole front crash bar part. Like I said, I wasn't gonna worry too much about the paint job on the bottom because I'm trying to save paint. I didn't realize it was gonna take so much to paint this. So we're gonna go ahead and let this dry. I don't want to bore you guys with making you wait even more for painting, so we're just gonna skip straight to the final product. Ready? So the go-kart is fully done. And as you guys can see, I've been anticipating this day. It's snowing. You know what that means, boys. We getting sideways. Unfortunately, that is all for today. The GoPro died and I really could not get any traction and I had no one to film. It was a mess. But it was a ton of fun and truly none of this would be possible without my homie Lucas. So big shout out to him. And I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more updates on the go-kart, more videos, and all that shebang. So peace out. See you guys in the next one.